What's going on, guys? Kyle Minecraft 100 here, and in this video I'll be bringing you guys a complete ultimate tutorial guide to completing this outrageously incredible Easter egg guide on our Minecraft Zombies map Origins. Let's get straight into this video. So there will be several things needed in order to begin this Easter egg. One, in which you want to power all 6 generators and get Pack-a-Punch open. Secondly, you want to get the Thunder Punch and Death Strikes. Third, you want to get all 4 elemental crystals, whether you're on co-op or solo. And fourth is you want to get an elemental staff upgraded. Whether if you're on solo, you only need 1, but if you're on co-op, you'll need as many as there are players in the game. Then we could get this started. So once we have the number of our elemental stats needed in our game to upgrade, as well as all 6 generators open, you can take a look at this wall at the bottom of excavation and see that all blocks on this wall is green. So now we're moving into our next step, where we'll have to focus on 4 different pillars, each pillar for each of the different staffs. The first pillar will be for the lightning staff. You can find this pillar inside the robot at generator 2. The second pillar that we can find will be in generator 5's robot, and this will be the wind staff's pillar. And the third pillar is for the ice staff, and we can find this at generator 6's robot up at the top right here. And then the last and final pillar, which will be our fire staff's pillar, will be at the bottom of excavation right in front of this mob spawner right here. So once we so in my game, as you can see, I'm playing solo, so all I need is the lightning staff's pillar. So as you can see in my gameplay, I teleport inside the robot, I place the staff inside the pillar, and then soon enough you will see that the pillars will get removed and your staff will get removed as well. And to get your staff back, you will have to head back at the bottom of excavation, where you can pick up your staff at its buildable bench. So as you can see here, I pick my staff up, and boom, we can get started on our next step for this Easter egg. So for this next step of the Easter eggs, what you're going to do is you're going to be using your Death Strikes. So make sure you have your Death Strikes, and also make sure you're loaded up with everything. Make sure you have perks. Make sure you have your staff. Make sure you have everything that you need. But you want to head to Generator 5, and you want to pay close attention to this robot's foot. So as soon as this robot's foot is opened up, what you want to do is you want to take your Death Strikes and you want to place them in front of these iron bars. So a good spot is where the grass is on top of the soul sand. That would be a good spot. So in my gameplay, you'll see it here. I wait for the robot's foot to open up. It opens up, and then I'll take out my Death Strikes, and then in front of the iron bar is where I will place my Death Strikes. So my Death Strikes get summoned, and then they will rain down on this little area, the stone area here, and also explode the floor on this area. So this is an indication that you will have to fight a ton of evokers. So that's basically what it is. The explosion released a lot of evokers, so you're gonna have to spend a lot of time fighting evokers. So the first wave of evokers is gonna be at generator 5. This next wave is a little sped up. There will be more evokers right outside generator 5 at excavation. So what you want to do is you want to take out all these evokers, as well as any other mobs that attack you. So once you're done that wave, the next wave will be on top of excavation in front of Pack-a-Punch, and the last and final wave will be down at the bottom of excavation. So you want to make sure that you take out all of these evokers, as you can see in my gameplay here. This could take quite a while. This can get really hectic, so that's why I said earlier, make sure you have everything you need in order to fight these evokers off. But once you are done, if you didn't already realize, you will realize that there is an open space that wasn't open before, but this will lead us to the next step of this Easter egg, which it can get very hard. So this is where you really want to make sure you have everything. So if you're not fully set up, I would highly recommend to get fully set up. Make sure you have damage aid, quick revive, and everything. But once you are fully set up, there will be a button on the top left that you can click, and once you click that button, it will close you into the area. Now, if you're on co-op, you want to make sure everybody in your game is in this little room area in order for you to press that button. You won't be able to press it unless everybody's there. But once you have pressed the button, you want to head down these stairs, and if you have quick revive, I would highly recommend you use it now, as there will be a ton of more evokers in this room waiting for you that you will have to take out, as you can see in my game. So I will take out these evokers single-handedly since I'm on solo, but once I'm finished taking out these evokers, I will be ready to start this next step. And if you can't already tell, this next step is going to be, this is where the Easter egg really begins. So as you can see, this portal, and soon enough we will head inside this portal to start this next step of the Easter egg. So this step will begin our first boss fight for this Easter egg. So as you teleport, you'll be summoned into a place full of sculk blocks and a cobblestone. And boom, soon enough, when you teleport, darkness will hit your screen, and you'll be fighting off a ton of mobs. And basically, this will be going on for the first 2 minutes, and then afterwards, after that first 2 minutes, soon enough you'll get a warden that will spawn in the game. So as you can see, the screen will brighten up, and then soon enough you'll catch a warden. So as you can see, I got hit with darkness again, and that was because of the warden that spawned. So the warden in this part of the Easter egg step is our first major boss that we have to fight. Now this is a very hectic and very scary, to be honest. The darkness is very scary. Easter egg step, as you have to be on your P's and Q's, because this is very dangerous. I've died on this a few times, but there came a part where I caught him and I just fought him one on one. And this could take a while, as he has a ton of health and he deals a lot of damage. So here in this clip, I finally killed him, as you can see, stopping him from for this Easter egg step. And soon enough everything will get bright and you will pick up an Eye of Ender for the final boss. Now you will need 3 of these Eye of Enders. The first one you will obtain is from this warden boss fight. So now we will teleport back into the real world. So after we teleport back from our warden boss fight, what you want to do is head to the crazy place. But if you want to begin this next step of the Easter egg, you must head to the crazy place through the wind portal. As you can see, the wind portal in the crazy place is blocked off. But if you head through the crazy place in the wind portal, it will teleport you into a different area. And this area right here is our next boss fight arena area. So as you can see, I have teleported into a different area, and this will begin our next fight. So this next fight will consist of zombies and wither skeletons. Our first few stages, we'll have to fight a ton of zombies and wither skeletons. As you can see, the first stage. This is the next stage, which consists of more zombies and wither skeletons, and it's only going to get more and more hectic. So make sure you replace everything. If you need a replacement Juggernaut, please make sure you do so. I believe I grabbed Juggernaut 2.0 or Super Nog, which is all diamond armor. So if you have enough points for that, please get that as well, as the last and final stage consists of a wither boss fight. So as you can see, I saved up my iron golem parts for this moment here. So the iron golem parts that you can contain from in game in the maps, I used for this, specifically for this boss fight. So as you can see, this epic fight between me, the iron golem, and this wither, as well as the zombies and wither skeletons. But eventually, long enough, I catch him in the corner, and I just beat him until he is dead. So eventually I'm going to kill him in this clip. As you can see here, that one punch with this bow, knocked him out, and soon enough he will explode, giving us our next ender, our ender, eye of ender that we could take and use for the getting into the boss fight arena. So after you defeat the Wither, what you want to do is you want to head back to the bottom of excavation, run all the way down, and make sure you have your Thunder Punch. As for this last and final step, before our final boss fight, you will need the Thunder Punch. Here, as you can see, you'll have to gather a series of kills with mobs with your Thunder Punch, and eventually, when you get enough kills with your Thunder Punch, no, your last and final wonder weapon will spawn, which will be the upgraded Underpunch, otherwise known as the Iron Fist. And if you're on co-op, once everybody gets their Iron Fist, you will soon enough see your last and final Eye of Ender piece spawn on the floor somewhere. So once you grab that, you want to place the last item, place it on the last item frame, and boom, the wall will open up, leading us into our last and final boss fight, ladies and gentlemen, for this map. I would like to quickly mention that before you go into this boss fight, make sure you have all 4 crystals ready to go. Or if you jump into the boss fight without the crystals, you'll have to head back and you'll teleport back into the main menu, and then you'll have to teleport back into the map. But once you have all 4 crystals, you'll be able to jump inside, and then soon as enough button will spawn in this area, you'll teleport, and then you'll be inside the final boss arena. So what you want to do with these 4 crystals, you want to run up to the center of this boss arena, and then you want to place each of the elemental staff crystals on each side of this bedrock structure here, like you see in my game. So I grab my last and final crystal, I place it, and then this animation will appear, summoning our final boss, which is the Ender Dragon. So I would like to show you guys a quick look at this animation of the boss being summoned. Look at this cool animation here. This is such an epic thing. But yeah, this is quite long animation, but soon enough, as you can see, the Ender Dragon will spawn, and we will be ready to fight him. So now let's talk about the method to fighting him. So once he spawns, there will be a lot of mobs, including Endermen that spawn, and our main focus is the Endermen, ladies and gentlemen, as Endermen spawn Ender Pearls. And what we're going to do with this Ender Pearl is we're going to head up to the top of these obsidian pillars, as they contain the crystals that we just spawned. Now, the point of this boss fight is we want to head to the top of the obsidian pillars that have the crystals. So another gameplay of me heading up to the top of the obsidian pillar, and here we are, another crystal that I'm going to use the ender pearl for, and I'm going to destroy this pillar. So once you destroy all the pillars, the ender dragon will become more vulnerable, and you'll be able to finally defeat him. So as you can see in my gameplay, I took out all of the crystals, making him more vulnerable, giving me this opportunity to finally take him out, because without the crystals, he cannot regain health. So as you can see in my gameplay, I finally taken him out, and then we have another epic animation of him exploding. Once he explodes, we have done it. We have completed Origins Easter egg, and as you can see, there are no more mobs around this arena, as an also an indication that we have finally completed Origins Easter egg. So if we jump back into this portal, like I said earlier, it will spawn you back into basically like the main menu area. And if you want, you can teleport back into Origins. I'll show you guys here. After my little celebration of completing an Easter egg, you can run back in here, and then you can press this button on the right of the door, teleporting you back inside of Origins. But that is it for this Easter egg. I hope you guys enjoyed this epic, no nonsense ultimate tutorial guide to completing this map Origins. Please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.